Hey guys, I am back again for once again another Indiana Jones tour review. These are popping up very quickly. Anyway, now we're continuing on right back to Last Crusade as I am on my way of completing the collection of figures so far from this line. Now we have one of the main villains, Colonel Vogel from the Last Crusade. Still a shame we don't got Donovan yet, or at all. But still, Colonel Vogel is still a pretty good villain. He may be like a side dish, but at the same time, he was a really, really fun villain. So having this figure in my collection now, it is really exciting. Though he doesn't have an alternate version, he just only has the desert outfit he has and not the black outfit that he has, which would have been nicer to have. But at the same time, we have this one and it's still a really good looking figure. And of course, the package is basically the same aesthetic as most of the basic, like, single-carded figures, as you see. I'll go ahead and lift it up and see at the top. I still really like this aesthetic of an Indiana Jones package. I love the colors popping out and the whip coiling over here, and also the image of Harrison Ford as Indiana Jones at the top, and of course includes Hidden Relic. This is the standard packages that came in 2008 instead of the Lost Way version, which I did take a look at those figures. And at the back, we have a production image of Colonel Vogel, or the actor that plays Colonel Vogel, alongside a bio and the other figures you can collect in the set, which I've obviously reviewed: Submachine Gun Indy and Henry Jones. I have yet to get Young Indy, the Grail Knight, and Elsa. And we already took a brief look at the Idol Indiana Jones figure from a long while ago, but we don't really have it that much. I stick to customizing and making better versions of that particular figure. But again, we already know what the package looks like, so I don't want to go too much into it. Let's go ahead and get Colonel Vogel out of the package and take a closer look at him. Alrighty, so we have Colonel Vogel out of his package, and he really does look good. The whole detail of the character matched perfectly the way it is in figure form. It looks really good. I really love the way this figure looks, and the overall detail really does pop him here. It's like I can clearly see how sharp the detail can look from this angle. I mean, yeah, that white color definitely does stick out a lot to showing more of the detail, but it would still look better if it was black. I don't know. I think I like his black outfit a lot more because it fits in with his evil like persona a lot more. But again, he still looks good as a villain in any way, shape, or form. Kodo Vogel was just really entertaining villain. That's all I gotta really say about that. I meant to just talk about the figure and gush about the action figure, to be honest, because the figure is really good for the Last Crusade line, as it just was a third wave. So here's a closer look at Colonel Vogel. He does match the actor that does play Colonel Vogel. Of course, I can definitely see the wrinkles on the side of his eyes from this angle. It definitely captured that likeness very well. It's also nicely painted. It's not too terrible. It's nicely painted to capture his very smuggish looking look, I guess you want to call it. Like a smug but evil look. I don't know what the heck to call it, but it captures it really well. And his head is nicely sculpted too. It's also not sloppily painted for what I can see. His whole outfit in general is film accurate to the way it looks. And he also has a working holster too, which I've already put his German Luger inside. It's not the obvious P38, so it's a different weapon as usual. Not the most accurate choice, but at the same time, it's fitting. So again, the whole figure definitely looks film accurate. And also, looks like a separate piece that is sculpted onwards toward it, I guess so. But it really does make the figure look more detailed, and it just works. It really does work. He's got every little detail that matches how he looks from the film. It's a nicely sculpted figure as well, with the paint applications not being too sloppy. It's just, all I gotta really say is that it's just such a great looking villain figure to match Colonel Vogel from the film. My autofocus won't stop going out. Like, I can see the detailing from here, like the creases and the folds. Just looks really nice. And he also has his accessories. He has this thing here. Forgot what it's called. Meant to go put a text in the middle to see what it's actually called in general. But he has this, which that's what he carries from the film. As you can see, it is a little bent from being in the package for so dang long. It does come with his Luger, but once again, I did put it in the holsters. And I don't have to go over too much because it's basically the same Luger from the previous figures I reviewed, which is that guy back there and Henry Jones Sr. So yeah, overall, this is a really nicely detailed figure that matches Colonel Vogel. Just an overall great looking figure. The autofocus will stop going out, but yeah, don't really have much to say other than just a really fantastic looking villain figure. And just wish that we had more from the Last Crusade line. I do wish there was a Donovan figure too, so it can go alongside it. And he does come with an artifact in this top secret box, which we'll go ahead and open up to see what is inside. Inside his little baggie. He comes with the axe of Leave Erikson. Hinga-dinga-durgan. But it is a pretty nice artifact regardless. We have the sticker, of course. Oh, dropped the sticker, but it landed on the table. But there it is. Nicely detailed. And then here's the artifact in general. The axe looking nicely sculpted and also nicely painted for what it is. It really does look really good. Like, yeah, there's the engravings and everything, and the handle sculpted pretty well too. So it's a pretty nice artifact. That's basically it. I just had to go over that whole figure. Just, I really have no other words to describe how accurate this figure looks to Colonel Vogel, and it's just a really nice figure. Just all I gotta really say about that. And the artifact is pretty nice too. Oh, it stick to the tape. Yeah, just overall very nice. And it does match well with all the other German characters. Let's go ahead and push this aside. Let's put him right next to the motorcycle German soldier and just one of these. Of course, this is obviously matching more of the desert Nazi over here. So it does pretty much fit the persona. If there was a black suited version of Colonel Vogel, it would have fit nicely with this guy. But this one obviously fits well with these Nazis more than the others. Alrighty, so that's going to be it for this review of the Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade Colonel Vogel action figure. I gotta say it over and over that the figure is just so incredible looking. Like, I really have no real issues with the figure. Like, it's just such a great looking figure. It's nicely detailed, and well, the entirety of the Last Crusade line in general is already filled with really good figures in my opinion. Well, I have yet to collect most of them of my own viewpoint, but at the same time, I just am really excited to collect more from the Last Crusade line, so it's just been really fun. And Colonel Vogel is already a great addition in my collection. So I hope you guys enjoyed this review, and I'll be seeing you guys later on the next Indiana Jones store review coming soon someday.